Hello everyone and welcome back to Insta Yarn Creations, and I'm Crystal. So in this video tutorial I am going to show you how to do the chevron pattern. So this is similar to the ripple pattern that I have been working on with my Turtle Beach blanket that I just finished the other day. But yeah, so this is kind of like the same kind of effect where you have like up and downs. So, but in here we have like peaks that kind of give it more of like a pointy edge as opposed to a rounded. So this is actually worked with just the single crochet. Yeah, so I am gonna get started here. So how you would chain this, I'm already gonna have the chain started, so, but you would do a chain in multiples of 12, and then you would add 2 more. So I'm going to actually do a chain of 38. So I will be back with that already started, and then we will continue to work on the chevron. It's really neat. I like and I mean, this is just a sample, but I mean, to do this in a blanket and change colors, go back and forth, or would look really, really cool. Okay, so I have my chain of 38. Okay, so again, we do multiples of 12 plus 2 when you're working with the chevron. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to, in the second chain from the hook, we're going to put 2 single crochets. Okay, so we're going to put 2 single crochets in the second chain from the hook, and then we're going to single crochet 4 more. 2, 3, 4. So this is where we want to do it, what we call a decrease. So this is going to kind of create the what do you call, like the indent, or like it's going to create a peak going down for the chevron. So to do that, we need to take 3 of our chains and we're going to decrease. So we're just going to put our hook into the next chain, pull up a loop, go into the next chain, pull up a loop, go into the third chain, pull up a loop. So now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. Okay, so once again, we're going to do a single crochet in the next 4 chains. Okay, so now we're going to do an increase, and that's what's going to create that top peak. So in this next stitch, we're going to do 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, all in the same stitch. So you'll see that this is kind of curling. It'll really start to take shape when you work on the second row. So again, we're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we got to do that bottom part again where we're going to decrease. So again, that's in the next 3 chains. So we're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop, go to the next chain, insert a hook, pull up a loop, into the next chain, pull up a loop, and we have the 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. And then again, we're going to do 4 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to do an increase so that we can get that top peak. So we got to do 3 single crochets all in the same stitch. Okay, and then once again we're going to do 4 single crochets. All right, so we got to do another decrease. So that's in the next 3 chains, we're gonna just insert our hook and yarn over and do it so that we have 4 loops on our hook. And we're gonna pull through all 4 of those loops, and then we're gonna do a chain 4. So now we are at our final stitch. So in that stitch, we need to crochet 3 single crochets in that last stitch. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next row. So we do need to chain 1. Now, normally you would work in that first stitch right there, but we're not going to. We're going to move to the next one, and we're going to do 2 single crochets. And then we're going to start with now doing 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches. And so again, we are working on our peak. So, or our down part there where it goes down into that little, okay. So we need to get 4 loops on our hook, working in those next 3 stitches, and we pull through all 4 of those loops. So now, again, we're gonna chain 4. I just did my nails, and then I wanted to do this video, and I did not wait for some of them to dry, and we're having some issues. So that will have to be fixed later. Okay, so we need to do 4 single crochets. So I just did 1, so 2, 3, 4. I'm going to show you what this looks like when we kind of get to the end of this row, because it just kind of, it's curling a bit on me, and I want to be able to stretch it out and lay it out for you. Okay, so now we're at the top of our peak again. So we need to do our increase. So we do our 3 single crochets, and then we're going to do 4 single crochets in the next 4 chains, or stitches, sorry. Okay, so now we're at our decrease. So we need to go into the next 3 stitches and pull up a loop so that we have 4 loops on our hook, and then we just pull through all 4 loops. And then we do 4 single crochets again. Pull up some more yarn here. Okay, so we're at the top peak again. So we are going to do 3 single crochets in that stitch, and I just hit that nail again. Okay, and then we do 4 single crochets. It's bugging me, sorry. All right, so we are doing our decrease again. So we're just pulling up a loop into the next 3 stitches, and then we pull through all 4 of those loops, and then we're going to do our single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then we do have 1 more stitch. It's kind of in reference to the last video I did where it kind of doesn't look like there's a stitch there, but there is. So in this last stitch, we need to do 3 single crochets. Isn't that how that goes? When you hit it once and then you just hit it multiple times after that. Okay, so now as you can see, we are starting to get our chevron pattern. And you're just going to repeat that same process over again for the next rows that you move on. And you can start incorporating different colors if you would like. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment. like and follow my page on Facebook, or I also am on YouTube, so you can subscribe there. And, let me know of, if there's a video that you would like me to do of a different stitch or a pattern maybe. I'm always looking forward to hearing from you guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening. That is going to be the pattern for this week. So I do hope you enjoy, and it's called the Chevron. And I will see you again soon with my latest.